Welcome back to another drama slop video. Today we have two people going head-to-head, former miners of the Minecraft SMP community. We have TommyInnit, bruv, versus one of the goofiest looking motherfuckers, Dream, going head-to-head, and we are going to talk about all of this bullshit and tell y'all my own personal experience with both of these people with a beautiful React video by everybody's drama goblin, Moojin. So let's talk about the miserable attempt at a comeback, Dream versus TommyInnit. I got a lot of personal shit to say.
On January 12th, 2025, TommyInnit released a video titled Dream. In it, he spoke to Dream directly on the topic of a drama that no one could have expected happening in the year of our Lord 2025. In a matter of 2 days, the video is already sitting at over 3 million views, making many people feel like they're back in 2020. For someone unfamiliar with these people, the drama will seem really stupid, and it is, but it has a lot of depth. Depth that goes back.
Oh, by the way, let me tell you why all this is happening, guys, and I'm just gonna be real. So TommyInnit used to stream live on Twitch to 200,000 people, and now he can barely break 2,000. So, in case you're wondering why all this shit's happening out of nowhere, yeah, that's why.
Years. So count yourself lucky, because I'll be explaining everything, starting from the absolute beginning.
Oh, and don't get me wrong, I don't like either of these dudes. Let's continue.
Let's do this. We are now in 2020, knee-deep into the COVID-19 pandemic. The streets were empty and everyone was at home. This meant that no one was socializing, and for people to actually maintain some semblance of sanity, they instead had to socialize online. This meant that video games and online services benefited from this greatly. Steam broke its all-time active player record. Twitch had record-breaking viewership. And hell, even the Xbox Game Pass hit 10 million players, which was unprecedented at the time. This also meant that anyone making content online benefited from this in some way. More people indoors meant more people watching your content as they were bored. And one of the people who benefited the most from this was Dream.
Bro was
focused
blowing up
on Minecraft, which was...
I'm sure we all know the old Minecraft streams by Dream. I enjoyed these quite a bit. I thought they were fun. Obviously, I thought some of Dream's friends' commentary was incredibly cringe, like all of Mr. Beast's friends as well. But overall, they were pretty enjoyable videos.
Booming at the time, making fun challenges with crazy twists. His viewership directly benefited from the pandemic, but he truly blew up when he decided to create the Dream SMP server, with SMP standing for Survival Multiplayer. But just like all of Dream's challenges, this also had a twist. Him and many of his friends would get together and roleplay, creating backstories, factions, wars, storylines.
I'm glad I never watched this.
It went live on April 24th, 2020 and blew up.
This is when you're too far gone if you were watching the Dream SMP.
One of Dream's most popular series was him trying to speedrun the game while his friends tried to stop him. And I mean, look at these views, man. Tens of millions per video, 100 million over here, 83 million. You want to know what can compare to this today? The only channel that can get this many views in 2025? Skibidi Toilet. No, wait, actually? Actually? What the fuck? Who watches this, man? 74 million, 51. What? Oh.
Bro, you just don't understand Skibidi Toilet, bro. The lore of Skibidi Toilet runs deep.
Oh my God. I didn't even know this was a thing.
I might go live and watch all of Skibidi Toilet, and I can't end until I watch it all.
He's still uploading 1 day ago. That's crazy. Anyway, this is a great way to explain to you how big Dream SMP was back in 2020, all right? Yes, it compares to Skibidi Toilet in 2025. Great analogy. Now, there were many people who either joined permanently or were guest appearances, but for the people who were able to join permanently, if they weren't that big of a content creator, they were able to build a crazy, insane career by just being a part of the Dream team. I'm sure you recognize some names here, and there's a reason for that. Some of the guest members were people like Ninja, Mr. Beast, KSI. Everyone wanted to be a part of this, if only as a guest. It was massive. By 2021, people just couldn't ignore it anymore. Anytime you would log on to Twitter, you would start seeing hashtags that didn't make any sense that were there purely because of this server. This article on Business Insider talks about it. TommyInnit had created a character on the server called Tom Nook, who's from the game Animal Crossing. This made Tom Nook start trending on Twitter, purely because he was being played by Tommy. Their massive success also meant that they had many crazily passionate fans, and people couldn't ignore their existence any longer. To give you an idea of how fast the growth was, Dream had 100,000 subscribers in August 2019 and then was at 8 million subscribers by August 2020 in just the span of a year.
Just to give you guys an example, my talentless ass went from 100,000 subscribers to 900,000 subscribers over the course of a year due to COVID as well. And I wasn't even trying.
Growth like this isn't just impressive or astronomical, it's also worrying. Growing too quickly has its negatives just like it has its positives, and the negatives were starting to show very evidently. But for now, that didn't matter. They were raking in all the success. Here's an example of a character on the server. All the storylines, all the arcs, all the stuff going on. For people following this, it was endless content, and it was easy to get obsessed with it when you were a teenager. But unfortunately, good things don't last forever. Oof. And by 2022, one of its most prominent members, Technoblade, had passed away. This very sad development, combined with other smaller reasons, was the beginning of the end for Dream SMP Season 1. And by April 2023, 3 years after the server was initially established, it was ended by blowing it up to smithereens. For many, Dream SMP was something that was never done before, and the community behind it was colossal. Dream could tweet out something as simple as saying "deviously lick my nuts" and get over 300,000 likes. Many content creators couldn't fathom having this much influence. But
by the way, and I stand by this, Dream SMP was the old Genshin Impact content creators. Yep, pretty much all the creators who blew up because of Genshin were so fucking cringe. Some have grown past that, but others remain the same, and it's fucking lame.
But at the same time, Dream couldn't either, which is why he didn't control it well at all. Look, having so much influence means that there's a lot of talented people who'll be watching you and making art of you. In fact, so many people found out about the Dream SMP not through Minecraft gameplay, but through animatics, animations, drawings, fan fictions, you name it. Such works will have tens of millions of views and will often reach people who had no idea who Dream was, only to find out about this community and feel a part of it. Many people focused on the advantages of having such a massive and loyal audience. TommyInnit was a guy who had joined the server when he was 16, and there he was breaking records with over 650,000 live viewers during the Dream SMP finale.
It's a lot of people,
These were
guys.
That not only Tommy couldn't dream of, other content creators could never dream of as well. This was a worldwide phenomenon. But it wasn't all sunshine and roses. I mean, the fans were called Dream Stans for a reason. Stan is a term that Eminem had coined a long time ago in a hit song by the same name. It talks about an Eminem fan by the name of Stan, in which he had become so obsessed with him that he abandoned his family, his job, everything that made him who he was, in the pursuit of trying to be like him and gaining his attention. Being called a Stan,
I never knew that, and honestly, I wish I didn't know that, because man, that's pathetic.
And it's typically not something you want to be called, but it's something that Dream Stans prided themselves in. And there's a reason for that. They were insane. If you search up the definition of Dream Stan on the Urban Dictionary, the first definition that will show up is highest stage of cancer. Dream Stans have no father, but
very similar to Genshin Stans, who treat my name like Adolf Hitler and Voldemort. It is fucking embarrassing to have a obsession over a video game or a content creator so much that you are willing to forego all logic to feed into your own emotions and confirmation bias just to convince yourself that, no, this thing is fine and that content creator is just a big bully. He's just a big old bully.
Other definitions are way more disturbing. They had a terrible reputation even during the peak of Dream SMP.
Yep.
This starter pack is an example. Look, they would dox and send death threats to people who openly stated they didn't like Dream. They would turn on people in the Dream SMP over the smallest things, then would use hashtags to absolutely destroy Twitter's algorithm and make everyone aware of it, even though they don't care. They would also ship everyone, okay? Even though they might be straight or not gay, they would still ship them and say, hey, just come out the closet already, come on.
Shipping culture is weird as fuck.
Not to mention that there would be fan art of people kissing, even if they were underage, like TommyInnit, who had joined the server when he was 16. This right here is blurred. I can't show it because of YouTube, but listen, some fans were so twisted in the head, they would draw explicit fan art of Dream SMP members, but dismembered, or bleeding, or hurt, or whatever. You get the point. It was a very weird, very disturbing obsession. Now,
absolutely. Now, this same type of stan culture is also very prevalent amongst the Genshin Impact community. There are many content creators that pander to the stan community, and you can see it in their chat almost immediately. And you can really tell if they'll just start spamming emotes at any time. The moment Genshin's on the screen, emotes will just start exploding with Omega Lol, Lol W, Kek W. Like, it's like an explosion going off. The moment you say that Paimon is emergency food, they will start pissing themselves from laughter. It's very apparent. It is incredibly embarrassing.
Obviously, the majority of Dream stans weren't twisted enough to be into stuff like this, but there was enough of them to make it a problem. However, what many of them were hypocrites. They would always pretend to be progressive and virtue signal about what's right and what's wrong. But then as soon as someone offended them for the stupidest thing, they would take out all the slurs, okay? All the slurs possible they could use against them and use them. Here's an example of a video Charlie had made.
Okay.
TommyInnit replying to a tweet from Dream saying, they included a few J-Schlatt moments in this video. Do they not know of his wrongdoings? Do they not know? I'm not happy, Dream, where he was joking that J-Schlatt was included. Both Twitter and Dream stans had tried to repeatedly cancel J-Schlatt over the dumbest, stupidest things I've ever seen. Like,
oh, absolutely. And by the way, as a person who's known and worked with Jay Schlatt quite personally for years, Jay Schlatt is a great guy. And bro got way too much shit over nothing. And it's honestly really sad to see what he's had to endure, the toll that it's had on his mental health. It's actually a shame.
How here, a tweet with 2,000 likes was alleging that he was racist against Asian people because he was trying to squint into an obsidian portal while he was playing Minecraft. I'm not even kidding, okay? Just the mere mention of his name triggered them beyond belief. Tommy had signaled,
who does that sound like, guys?
Through this joke that he was still on good terms with Jay Schlatt. And that was enough to cause a massive controversy on Twitter that trended for everyone and that showed the true nature of Dream
Called him the
stans.
S-word,
These seemingly progressive and virtue signaling fans would say things like this. Or things like this directed towards Tommy, who was a minor at the time, saying, I don't give a fuck if you're feeling overwhelmed. You are privileged and face no type of oppression, but still continue to victimize yourself instead of holding yourself accountable and apologizing to all the fucking minorities you've hurt. God damn. I don't even know what they're talking about here. I don't know what minorities Tommy had hurt at the time, but one thing was for certain, all these comments were getting to him, someone who wasn't even 18 years old, and he would deactivate his Twitter fairly often. In fact, it was something you'd find from members in Dream SMP. And when this would happen, Dream would never call it out. He let his community run rampant because he was too scared of any backlash, and if he would receive backlash, he would completely backtrack and apologize immediately to move on. This was exactly what his community wanted. The reason why they acted this way is because they saw everyone on the Dream SMP as playthings, like a kid sees a Barbie doll. And in order to have full control over their doll, they needed to bully them from time to time like they were doing to Tommy right here. All these reasons combined is why Dream stans had such a bad reputation, and people to this day dislike them. I'd like to specify that not all Dream stans were this bad, but too many were, to the point where it didn't matter, unfortunately. Now, as you can imagine, with fans like these, there were many controversies. But one of the most important ones was as Dream SMP was closing in 2023. The Minecraft community was wondering, okay, what's next? Well, Quackity, who was a Dream SMP member, came out with the announcement that he was making a server called the QSMP, the first bilingual Minecraft SMP server, in which people could speak English and Spanish with live translation.
Really good idea to connect the people of the world.
Well, as it turns out, very shortly after Quackity had announced his server, Dream came out with his announcement saying after Dream SMP, he was going to make United SMP, the first multi-language SMP with live translation. The languages were going to be Spanish, Portuguese, French, German, Korean, and English. Now, of course, there was concern from the toxic Dream stans that, oh my god, Quackity copied you. But Dream stated, hey guys, it's fine. His is English and Spanish, mine is multiple languages, it's still fairly different. Quackity did not comment. Well, QSMP was delayed by around a month, and the final announcement from Quackity was that, hey, listen, it's launching on April 26th, and it doesn't just have English and Spanish, it has all the languages that were in the United SMP. So 6 languages total with live translation. At this point, Dream stans were furious that Quackity had copied Dream's idea. Quackity couldn't care less and never addressed the drama, but Dream did. In the longest tweet possible. Look at how long this is. Look at this. Look at this. Who's gonna read this? This instantly became a meme with a post saying, ain't no way he typed all this out thinking we're gonna read it. And I mean,
yeah, I'll be real, especially when your fan base's oldest viewer is probably 12 years old, ain't nobody gonna read that shit. Not because they don't want to, but because they literally can't.
I mean, seriously, who's gonna read this? Most people didn't, and were just making fun of him. In it, he explained that he kept trying to reach out to Quackity and that he was being ignored, trying to clear up the misunderstanding, but Quackity couldn't care less. He also expressed that he got doxxed, a tracking device was placed on one of his family's cars, and the police were involved, okay? All over a dumbass Minecraft server, all right? Do you understand now how crazy the fans are? But how is it that Dream was being absolutely dragged through the mud? Where were his Dream stans? Well, they were still there, it's just that his influence had gone down significantly. You see, in 2022, Dream had done his infamous face reveal. And by 2023, many of his fans had found that this whole
the Crimson Chin
mystery surrounding who he is was gone. It just wasn't the same anymore. He had actually hurt his brand significantly by showing his face. And this was one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, bro. When you that stupid looking, just keep being a VTuber, man. When your whole face can fit on like a fourth of your face, yeah, maybe keep that shit coming up, blood.
One of the first times where he realized, wait, like, have I fallen off? A few months later, Tommy would release this video titled If YouTubers Were Honest, in which he makes fun of people like Andrew Tate, Logan Paul, and, unexpectedly for many, Dream, specifically regarding his drama with Quackity. Watch.
Yes, it's done! A Minecraft server to combine multiple communities, my communities together, and bring the world together. This is an amazing idea!
Hey, I don't like that idea. It's actually my idea, not yours.
That doesn't... Okay, that's fine. We can both do it.
That's awful, bro.
Ignoring me.
What?
Stop ignoring me. You haven't replied to my DMs in a whole week.
Yeah, okay, that... I just didn't... That's fine, I just didn't really want to.
You're not nice. You destroyed our friendship, telling everybody, tell everyone. Oh,
Okay, I don't want to do this right now.
Posted it.
Oh, man.
Too late, history.
Why would you do that?
No, it's no hate, though, man. It's no hate. It's just love, man. It's just love.
Okay, dude.
That's all, but it's no
That's
hate.
just an
Oh,
insane
God.
response to this.
So
I
bad.
don't want to hate on you, man. It's all love.
Yeah, bro. It's no hate. It's all love. I'm just trying to keep you accountable, bro. I'm just trying to keep you accountable like any real friend would. Yeah, that's a great way to do it, bro. With a public tweet call out. Have you heard of DMs, dumbass? And if he ain't responding, then just let him not respond.
It's all love from me. I just think that you're the worst person ever.
Yep.
Wear a smile. Wear a smile more. Smile more. Big friendly Dream.
So not only was this unexpected, it also criticized Dream in many more ways than one, making him out to be crazy, unstable, hell, even psychotic, but also how he would type out these massive essays anytime he needed to explain the slightest thing and would always end it with, hey, listen, guys, don't attack anyone, please. But he knew exactly.
Hey, guys, this person's the worst person ever, and they ruined my life. You know, me, your favorite content creator. And they're really not good, and they're probably gonna keep hurting other people. They're racist, they're transphobic, they hit children. But don't send any negativity their way, man. Yeah, don't send any hate their way. It's all love. Well, maybe you can send a little bit. Wait, no, but don't send none, bro. No hate, bro, no hate.
Exactly what he was doing. When you have such an unstable, massive community,
Peace and
you type
love.
something as large as this and have Quackity's name stamped over it multiple times, then even a donkey could understand what you would be doing to Quackity and his community.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that Tommy, one of Dream SMP's biggest YouTubers, and someone who's known to be one of Dream's friends, did this, made it all the more significant. But the question is, how did Dream react to this? Well, in one of the most unhinged ways possible. Months after that video from Tommy had come out, Tommy's mother, who is on Twitter, had tweeted this out, saying, "The only DM I've not deleted is one from an entitled content creator who had the nerve to send me a massive essay DM on why my son's bad. The arrogance. A grown man complaining to the mom of his former pal. Playground behavior as if I'd go, actually, you're right. Blew my mind." I'll read my last tweet.
Going to his mom is insane.
It was from last August, when Tommy had released the video. It was the one that you think it was. Yes, that one. We were all a bit surprised. She hadn't revealed who it was, right? But everyone already knew. Who else would type a massive essay to someone's mom? Dream. The message that he had sent Tommy's mom was only revealed to us today, in 2025, and we'll get to that later. Over the next few months, Dream's influence would continue to diminish, almost making him out to be a lolcow. He got into a fight with Nicholas Cantu, a voice actor from Gumball, hoping to, as always, use his community to win a fight, but instead his community turned on him. He would post a video of Nicholas being drunk while underage in the same Uber as him, saying slurs, belittling the driver, and being narcissistic.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Wasn't the Gumball voice actor actually a piece of shit? Like, I remember that guy just being a fucking dumbass, to my memory.
Trying to use the same cancel culture tactics of his own community, but instead, they just flipped it against him and were like, you're just a loser. Why are you even in an Uber with an underage person who was drunk? This, coupled with the fact that someone had posted an entire 24-page document alleging that Dream had preyed on a 16-year-old fan, didn't really make him look good at all anymore. He quickly shifted into being one of internet's most powerful personalities into just another lolcow. And it's not like anyone was sad over it. Many people had hated him and his community for a long time, and now they finally had a reason to publicly hate him with proof. He went from being able to bully anyone he wanted with a snap of a finger to now getting bullied with every single word he said, only to delete the tweet afterwards and it being even funnier. Now, he would go on to disprove the fact that he's a predator, that he's a pedophile, by making this video titled The Truth, currently sitting at 13 million views around the end of 2023. And while it did clear him of the craziest accusations, people just didn't really care that much. The damage had been done on his reputation. Whether he was innocent or not, it didn't matter. People had come to dislike him and his community so much that whether he was actually a predator or not changed nothing. They were
Which I really feel like is a shame. And I don't think that should be joked about or made fun of whatsoever. It's actually a shame how many creators are getting their lives ruined over things that didn't happen. Guys, I'm going to be real. Rather than make up fake reasons on why to not like somebody, how about just focus on the very real reasons that you have in front of you to not like them? It's very easy. What is this trend of censoring words that aren't swear slurs? It's so cringe. Toddlers on the internet will convince you that saying the word retarded is bad, when in reality, everybody knows that when you say the word retarded, you're not talking about people with autism, people who are mentally handicapped. You're just talking about people who are retarded, which are anybody you pair up with on Xbox Live or Overwatch.
Were going to still hate on him. And just to piss him off, they were still going to call him a predator and a pedophile. And that's exactly what ended up happening. Not to mention that a couple of massive content creators that were on the Dream SMP got into massive controversy. Like Wilbur Soot's very weird acts against his ex-girlfriend, and George Not Found's acts against someone who was in a party. Now, obviously in George's case, the person accusing him was definitely fishy, but it didn't matter. The community that they had built got so horny over the idea of canceling someone, so an allegation was enough to take you down. In the case of people like Tommy, who had admired these people,
Dream's biggest issue was trying to virtue signal that he was a good person and that he was above all the noise and he was above all the hate and he was a truly good apple. Now, the problem is that when you build your career on being a good person, when you're actually a piece of shit, when the mask off moment happens, both figuratively and literally happens, that community that you've pandered towards, that you've lied to, that you said, no, trust me, I'm one of the good ones, when they realize that you are the type of people they hate, and the only thing they hate more than those type of people is themselves, because anybody who actually gives a fuck whether they're a content creator or not is a good person. Grow up. Legit, grow up. Who cares? The only thing that should matter is, are they funny? Are they entertaining? That's it. They will turn on you so fast, it's ridiculous. And this machine that you've built will turn against you. Case in point, Enviosity. Enviosity was another content creator that constantly said how good he was, how above all the drama he was, how above all the nonsense he was, and then he turned out to be one of the biggest pieces of shit of them all. And now, for 8 months straight, his own community has been calling him a mint picker and bullied him into never making a YouTube video ever again. He became what he hated. Let me rephrase that. It wasn't overnight. It was from birth. He hid what he was from the earth. And when people get found out for being pieces of shit after saying, oh no, trust me, my shit don't stank, you're going to have to deal with it. That's why I would be very worried right now if I was a content creator who built my community and my persona off of fucking lies. Not a good look.
People playing with them on Dream SMP and seeing them get into so much trouble, he started distancing himself and trying to find his own path on YouTube. Many Dream stans who used to worship Dream and other people on the Dream SMP server would start to become antis or haters, dedicating all their energy to hating them instead of worshiping them. And honestly, it's not that big of a surprise, because when you get infatuated with something, the lines between love and hate are so blurred, they might as well be the same thing. It was so easy for the biggest Dream stans to become haters because they realized they never really loved Dream. They were just obsessed with him. After this, Dream would slowly fade into obscurity. He wasn't as big as he used to be, and his fans definitely dwindled. Because of this, Dream would barely upload, focusing more on his music career, where many people would also continue to make fun of him. The internet was able to slowly and finally start healing, until he decided to make the worst comeback ever in January 2025. As I mentioned before, many of the people that used to be on Dream SMP would proceed to try and find their own path. This was the case with Tommy, otherwise known as TommyInnit. He would dabble into doing stand-up comedy, something he absolutely fell in love with, and would also start a podcast with his friend Jack. Now, all this drama would start in one of the dumbest ways possible, and of course it would. It was because of a segment in this episode right here titled It's Finally Over. Specifically, this clip. Watch.
Who's the worst person you? All right,
Oh,
next
the
one.
worst person I met award.
Oh, for me, it's so easy.
Go on.
Mizkif. Piss me off the twat. Just the way you look.
You just barely even met him. You're just like,
To be completely fair, if you've met Mizkif, you'd get this comment. I'm not gonna lie, even as a guy who worked with Miz for 3 years, he would do this thing that would drive me fucking nuts, where I would say shit to him and then he'd repeat it back in a Mickey Mouse voice and it would drive me nuts. Miz is a guy who tries to find ways to piss you off. He absolutely does. I mean, I'm sure he himself would admit that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a guy who loves pushing buttons, and, you know, it is what it is.
He just
stood
wouldn't.
near him for a bit.
Oh, I hate it. Have you ever just hated someone based off nothing?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I was.
Okay, I don't think I've ever hated anybody off of nothing before. Yeah, I really don't think I've ever hated someone off of nothing. That's a little weird.
So yeah, Tommy had essentially called out Mizkif for no reason. Mizkif jokingly replied saying he's British, but then while streaming made him
Nah, I mean, I have a very legitimate reason for hating everything I don't like. I've never said I hate something and then not been able to defend why I don't like it.
more heated response. Now bear in mind, while streaming, Mizkif said that he was trying to bait the internet with this response, so it's probably not serious. Knowing Mizkif, nothing that he says is serious, but I'll show you some of it anyway.
When I was talking to TommyInnit, he was probably one of the most insufferable people that I've ever talked to in my fucking life. When I was sitting there waiting for Masayoshi to pop up, TommyInnit is just standing there like a complete prick and looking like such a jackass. I'm trying to just sit there and wait for Masayoshi. I say hello to him, and he gives me the rudest stare you could ever imagine. I'm like,
Yeah, make what you will out of all this, I genuinely don't care. But this is how the drama started. Tommy would then quote tweet this response from Mizkif and say, "You are just really hard to talk to," escalating this further, which made other content creators start to react to it as well. Asmongold would react to this, for example, and say that Tommy's only doing this because he's falling off, and XQC would just say, well, these guys are all cringe, sorry. This made Tommy tweet this out saying, "To be more cringe than TommyInnit is pretty fucking hard, but you pulled it off."
Hey, that's where I'm at with streamers too, man. I just don't like nobody anymore, man. Straight up. I maybe like 5, 6 streamers these days, man. I'll be real, man. I don't fuck with pretty much anybody no more, bro. I'm good.
Off pal, posting an image of XQC shaking Trump's hand. XQC would then quote tweet this saying, "From doing streams in my basement to doing a stream with the president, how's that a diss? You went from dick riding Dream for a living to making jokes to teenage girls, lock in." This is when, in one of the most unexpected ways possible, Dream would make a comeback. He quote tweeted XQC's response and posted this meme, showing 2 paths forward for Dream SMP stans, either growing up or becoming a retarded TommyInnit fan. Now, you have to understand, right? In any other community, this would be perceived as normal. But we're dealing with Dream SMP stans.
They're dealing with children
And aunties here. Obsessive people that were raised under the guise of being virtue signaling and as progressive as possible. In their minds, this word right here is a massive slur, and Dream had just used it casually. How dare he? So not only did he delete the post almost immediately after receiving backlash, someone brought back a
Why do you think the internet got so upset when I called Jacksepticeye retarded? It's legit the smallest deal ever. It's legit the smallest deal ever. It's legit a funny fucking joke. From a neurodivergent to another neurodivergent. It was a funny fucking joke. But these motherfuckers get so pressed over words, it's fucking ridiculous.
tweet that he had made a long time ago in which he said,
"What's virtue signaling? I'm dumb." Essentially saying, wow, guys, look at how good of a person I am. All these other people not doing what I'm doing, well, they're beneath me because I alone am the honored one. These people are mere peons. They might be good, but they're nowhere near good and goodly enough as a good Christian myself, is essentially what virtue signaling is.
I don't personally
Signaling
support
of
using the
one's
word
virtues.
retard. I feel enough people find it offensive that if you're a content creator, you should phrase it out of your vocabulary. And I mean, this is a perfect example. He was acting exactly like his community. He was virtue signaling, but then as soon as someone pissed him off, he would just use the slur he was virtue signaling against immediately.
True.
The backlash was immense. Tommy's own mother tweeted this, saying, "Couldn't be arsed getting involved. There's no ambiguity about using the R slur." Then I saw the bit about being autistic, which really f***ed me off. Being autistic and being an ableist prick are 2 completely different things. Big love to all my neurospicy pals. This tweet partly references how Dream
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, bro. I think the retarded word is funny. Yep, I think people just get way too upset over this shit. I think these people just need to fucking get a grip and lock the fuck in.
would say that it's okay for him to say the word retard because he's autistic, but it's also talking about something else.
That being said, I would like to also say, TommyInnit, your mom is hot as fuck. Holy shit. Jesus.
Tommy's mother was actually directly responding to Dream's explanation that he had written in his own subreddit about why he had posted the meme. People felt they were back in 2021 with how he would do something.
I'd pull for
offend
her if she was
people,
on the Honkai
delete it,
Star
and
Raw
then
banner.
explain. He also deleted this explanation after the fact, by the way. He'd explained that the reason why he posted it is because he was so done with double standards. How Nicholas Cantu could use—
Bro gonna get in drama. Why? Because I said his mom was hot? It's a fucking compliment. What the fuck do you want me to say, man? You want to get upset by that? I didn't say I'm gonna go fuck her. I did said she's hot. What, you want me to call her ugly? Okay, hey, TommyInnit, your mom's ugly. I'm 31, man. We're probably the same age, to be honest. I just think that she's fine. What's the problem?
slurs, and Dream would still get the brunt of the hate, how people would go viral calling him a retard, and if he used it, he would get hate for it, and said that he has his own reasons for having a problem with Tommy, being the internet police, and was expecting to get a lot of shit for going after poor Tommy that lies about him constantly, while saying that he had
She's
no
at least
intentions
40?
to go
I
after
don't
every
care.
Dream SMP fan or being
I'd
ableist,
date a 40-year-old
saying that in his
100%.
opinion, the worst
You
Dream
think I
SMP
care?
fans became Tommy fans, and that Tommy feeds right into it to promote his Patreon shows,
I
books,
love me
whatever
an
else
old
he's currently
queen.
promoting, because he has absolutely no backbone. On the same day, Dream would go live and visit
My dating range goes from 22 to 45. Yeah. That's good. It's a good range.
past conflicts, like reacting to the "If YouTubers Were Honest" video. He would also go ahead and leak DMs with Tommy, even though Tommy had specifically asked him a while ago to never do that, in which Dream says, "Are we even friends, dude?" And Tommy replies, "Yeah, why? What's up, man?" Sad face. And Dream ends up writing another encyclopedia, pretty much asking why
They'd
does
have to be
Tommy always
fertile,
make
though.
jokes
They
at
have
the
to be
expense
fertile.
of Dream. He would then
'Cause I wanna
proceed
have a
to
kid.
confirm that yes, he did message Tommy's mother, and he would show what the message was, saying, "Just
Yeah, I'm going to be real. The message that Dream sent to Tommy's mother wasn't even that bad, to be honest. I feel like people freak the fuck out over no reason.
thought I'd let you know that I don't agree with lots of people replying to you and don't want you to be attacked at all. I will express that I do agree with some of the people replying because Tommy knew what would happen and knew what I had happened with my family as well, as he has critiqued me strongly for my tweets that caused doxing or harassment, saying, you know it's going to cause doxing, so why do it? Even though I always reply that it's not my silly reply that's the problem, it's the person doxing or whatever. Like you've said about his video, that's never what his
This is what getting a DM from EO is like, by the way. Just want to let everybody know this is what it's like. And I'm just like, I don't want to hear all that. Yeah, I just don't want to read all that, man. I'm good. Bro just said 300 words that he could have said in 5.
opinion has been. His video is
I
outwardly dishonest
ain't
as he
reading
knows
all
far
that.
more about the situation, and he takes a side with his skit, which he knew would cause tons of issues. He then goes ahead and reiterates the same points in the next paragraphs, but overall, that was it. He found it very hurtful that Tommy would make the skit about him, and even though Tommy's mother was being relentlessly attacked on Twitter, he never once tweeted, "Hey guys, can you please stop?" Instead, just expressing this to the DMs. After the stream, Tommy tweeted this, saying, "I just want very famous YouTubers I liked when I was 16 to stop leaking DMs of me being a bit awkward. Is that too much to ask?" That obviously escalated things even further and made Dream look pretty bad. But can we take a second to look at this instead? Twitter sometimes can be funny, I'll give you that. That same day, TommyInnit released his video titled Dream, in which he addressed most of the things going on. And I'm going to show you the biggest highlights of this video, like the beginning. Watch.
Hello. This video is a message to Dream. If you've been off the internet the past couple days and haven't kept up, basically, if you're one of my subscribers, Dream has called you a slur. So deal with that.
Can we just stop calling the retard word a slur? Like, come on. Because you know, especially as a gamer, these motherfuckers who are online 24/7, all you have said it. Everybody said it. Everybody who says they haven't said it, they've said it. Everybody has said the word retard. It's so disingenuous, it's crazy, bro. And the fact that people fall for this shit still in 2025 is wild.
That how you want. Okay, now look, I have Dream blocked on everything, and I intend to keep it that way. So Dream, hello mate, let's just dive right in, shall we?
That's kind of lame. Blocking him on everything and then making a video, that's kind of lame, brother.
Let's talk about you calling all my fans the arslur. You can't throw around the arslur, mate. You just can't.
We will find TommyInnit saying the word retarded somewhere in the next 1 year. 100%.
My mum worked with adults with disabilities, and since I was 12, I volunteered with her. These are real fucking amazing people.
Well, we're not talking about people who have autism. We're not talking about people who are mentally handicapped. We're just talking about people who are retarded, right? Which is essentially all retarded is a more severe version of the word stupid when stupid isn't good enough, you know? Like when you want to hurt them, that's when you hit them with the fuck you fucking retard. You know what I'm saying? You fucking get in there with the right hook.
Now look, you're probably someone who's watching thinking, how the hell are they making such a big deal over a word like that?
Yep.
Well, this is a massive community, and that's how they perceive that word. In another community, it's not that big of a deal, but here, on this battlefield, it is. And Dream had completely screwed up
Yeah, and the battlefield full of retards, the retards are really upset.
by using it. Tommy would then proceed and talk about his time in Dream SMP and how Dream treated him when he was just a 16-year-old.
Dream. 4 years ago, you were awful to me. When I was 16, you gave me YouTube advice.
Oh my
you
God.
held that over my head for years. You didn't treat me like an equal, and you made me feel small.
Oh my
The
God.
Dream SMP, a lot of your success just wouldn't have happened without me. Streaming every single night on the server and caring about everything as much as I did. And you made me feel small about that.
Oh my God. Can you believe that a 20-year-old made a 16-year-old feel small? Guys, when you were in high school and you were like a senior playing with freshmen or freshmen playing with seniors, did that exact dynamic just like not happen? I feel like that's such a normal thing. You just shit on your homies and you make them feel fucking small, bro. I don't know. Maybe I just grew up in a hard as fuck area, but I swear to God, everybody was bullying my ass when I was a kid. That's just normal. That's just how that shit goes. Like, I swear to God, these people, they're just so fucking soft. It's crazy. I was shit on by literally everybody. That's just what people do. And you know what's crazy? I would shit on them back. Like, bro, let's not pretend like this shit just don't happen everywhere, bro. This new generation is either soft or fraudulent. Pick one.
And I was a kid. Shame on you, man.
Okay, 16 to 20-year-old playing video games together as friends is really not that big of a deal. Don't pull the I'm a kid card. This is so disingenuous, it's fucking crazy. Because I'll be real, 16-year-olds and 20-year-olds, they're still both retarded.
So for someone who used to watch Dream SMP or someone who used to be a fan of Dream, this is a massive revelation. Tommy was, as I said, one of the most influential.
I was 17. You were 18. I was a child. You were a full-blown adult. You harassed a child. It's like these motherfuckers think that the moment you go from 17 to 18, it's like Goku hitting SSJ4. It's like, bro, it's a 4-year difference. You can bully people who are 4 years younger than you. It's fine. And also, Tommy, you would do the exact same thing to him. So don't sit here and be like, oh, rules for thee, but not rules for me. Shit is so dumb.
People on the server. He was streaming, as he said, almost every single day. This is what you would call a bombshell. And speaking of bombshells, he would then go ahead and talk about the DM that Dream had sent his mother.
You harassed my mum as she was going
This
through
guy is such a fucking liar. It's crazy. That DM is the furthest thing away from harassment, bro. Homie is so full of shit. It's wild. You have to try to be this fraudulent. Holy fuck, I hate content creators.
divorce. The worst time of her life. You tried to harm the relationship between me and my mum. And if we weren't best friends with the shit that you were...
Also, can we stop acting like getting divorced is a big deal? It's fucking not. The process of realizing you need a divorce is bad. Getting the divorce is freedom from that bad situation that you guys are in. Now, it's awful for the kids. Trust me. As a kid who's gone through my father divorcing 3 times, it's fucking terrible. But as a guy who's gotten a divorce, it was one of the best times of my life because then I realized, wow, now I get to do my own thing and I don't have to deal with this shit anymore. It's not hard. It's not a bad thing. And people freak the fuck out over this shit for no reason. It's the same thing as breaking up with somebody you don't want to be with. It's not sad. It's great. Okay, maybe it's bad for the person getting broken up with, but for the person who's doing the breakup, it's pretty damn good. It's like, oh, thank fucking get away from me. Just fucking leave me alone. And then, you know, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But usually it's like, oh, I can fucking breathe again until they follow you for the next 7 months.
saying, you probably could have really harmed that mate. You are like a
But maybe her divorce is different. Who knows? Only speaking from personal experience.
proper movie villain. I have watched you take advantage of vulnerable people and use them to benefit yourself. I've watched you lie to fans, to me, to people, and take no responsibility afterwards.
Yeah, dude, Dream said he reads every comment. But guess what, guys? He doesn't read every comment. He says he loves all his fans. Guys, he doesn't even know all of his fans' names. Now, guys, I'll say it. I was a Dream subscriber. He said he loved me. He didn't even come to my birthday party. I know. Truly fucked up.
You are incapable of taking any criticism. You refuse to change anything about yourself. You reframe everything so that you are the victim. 4 years have gone by. And
Okay, let's be completely real. Let me state some things that are true. Dream is a piece of shit. Nobody likes this fucking guy. I'll be real. Everybody shit talks him behind the scenes, dude. I went to a party over in LA with like 80 other CCs. Motherfuckers were taking paper plates, drawing the fucking Dream mask on them, and just saying the most horrendous shit known to mankind. Because that's how much Dream is hated. Now, that being said, does Dream deal with a bunch of bullshit that's just completely fraudulent? Absolutely. I would say he is hated, justified. However, he is very overhated. I do think he is a victim in a lot of situations. Being completely fair, my opinion.
the rest of us have grown, reflected, really tried to better ourselves and learn after going through that incredibly overwhelming experience together. And you've reverted to saying slurs and punching down.
By the majority.
Okay, punching down. Come on, bro. You're saying Dream is punching down on you? Brother, you have 15 million subscribers. Bro wants to be the little guy. It's so bad. Bro wants to be the hero so bad. It's pathetic. Oh, dude, you said the word retarded. Oh, man, you bullied my small channel of only 15 million subscribers. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I may have $10 million, but this guy has $20 million. I'm practically poor compared to this guy. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Of people, this video
And brother is a multi-millionaire at 20 years old. Suck my dick, bro. Victimhood mentality. This shit is pathetic.
was seen as very mature and level-headed. Tommy would end this video by asking Dream to please seek therapy, saying, "You being an asshole right now does not mean that you have to be one forever."
Oh, also, telling someone to seek therapy is the most sneak diss way to try to get your audience to think that they're mentally unstable.
And it resonated very well within the community. Even Dream's own community was very divided when it came to this, with some feeling very alone siding with Dream, and others saying that, you know what, this time, Dream can fight this on his own, I'm done with this. Either way, the same guy claiming that Tommy had no backbone had deleted yet another tweet in which he said, "I'm not sure why TommyInnit decided to attack and lie about me in front of his entire audience, but I guess it gives me an opportunity to let it all out. Crazy Minecraft beef, I guess," referencing the video titled Dream. He then ended this by saying, "We'll be making an upload to respond to his video soon, given it's serious, not fun times." And then interestingly enough, instead of taking an entire month to upload it, he only took 1 day. In a video titled, "I'm sorry, but not to TommyInnit." By now, most people were wondering why they couldn't just resolve this in private, but whatever, man. It's a 9-minute video. Let's talk about the highlights. The only thing that Dream apologized for in this video was him saying the R slur.
He's not sorry for saying the word retarded. Dream will continue to say the word retarded, and the reason why that is because he was forced into an apology. He doesn't mean this whatsoever. He's doing this to save face for this pussy-ass community that he's cultivated, and that's the goddamn truth.
That's it. Then he started talking about Tommy. He says that his main issue with Tommy and his friend group is that they keep joking that he's a pedophile, even though he proved that he wasn't. With one of Tommy's friends,
which, by the way, is not a good thing to joke about. Now, you can say, bro looks like a pedophile, but accusing someone of a pedophile just because you feel like it, that's incredibly weird, unless they're out there promoting LollyCon and saying which lollies give the best sexual intercourse. It's just not a good thing to do, aka Kabuki Genshin. Just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know I still stand by everything that happened to Kabuki Genshin. What a piece of shit. Let's continue.
Friends Tubbo saying that, you know what, we probably should stop saying that he's a pedophile. It's not right, especially since he proved that he wasn't. He then refutes the claim that he took advantage of Tommy, that he belittled him, instead saying that they called fairly often, he gave him advice a lot, and he wanted to see him succeed, showing clips of Tommy praising Dream directly while streaming. There was this small clip in Tommy's video talking about merch. Here it is.
I'm not just selling USB baby photos or lazily designed merchandise, alright? I'm doing the best with what I have.
Tommy.
Dream then goes ahead and refutes.
Why are we pretending that this multi-millionaire is struggling to make merch? Holy fuck, this guy's a liar. Jesus Christ. I want to make this both perfectly clear. I think both of these guys fucking suck.
That, saying, no, my merch brand is family business made by actual people getting paid real wages. He then says that while Tommy's merch looked cool, the company behind it wasn't, employing child labor, saying, wow, your employees are really cool. Calling them scammers, referencing CoffeeZilla's video investigating them. He also accused them of hiring editors, paying them less than minimum wage, and also getting his fans to edit his videos for free. He also finds the DM he sent his mother to be very reasonable, saying that calling him an evil villain is a bit too much, while also stating that he had no idea she was going through a divorce anyway, it was just about the video. Finally, he said that, listen, if you want to talk about no backbone...
Now, there's a big difference talking to someone at their divorce, trying to make fun of them during their divorce, versus, hey, man, you just so happened to coincidentally send my mom a DM during a divorce. How could you? It's like, well, maybe he didn't fucking know? Why the fuck would he know? Jesus. This is one of those situations where the dislike ratio just doesn't fucking matter, guys.
How about you delete all the videos that I'm in on your channel, and I'll delete all the videos that you're in on my channel.
True.
And he ends his video saying that instead of telling you to go seek therapy, I'm just going to say you don't need to push people down in order to lift yourself up. That's it. The comments on this video are hilarious because, I mean, a lot of them are true. This is huge for the unemployed. And I like how most of the internet problems can be solved by not being on Twitter. People are just over it. This type of drama should have been left in 2021 or 2022, not brought forward to 2025.
I'll be real. I hope it stays prevalent, man. This is good shit. I've been enjoying the fuck out of this, me personally.
Instead of feeling outraged like fans would have felt years ago, they're just memeing the hell out of it, further proving the idea that people couldn't care less. I mean, there's already a video from Lessons in Meme Culture about the Dream drama becoming...
Guys, I'm going to be real. Even though I don't like either of these people, I think TommyInnit is far more in the wrong than Dream is. I think TommyInnit took a massive fucking L here. A gigantic size L. Even with how firmly against the internet is versus Dream, TommyInnit still got dunked. The like to dislike ratio doesn't matter. Anything Dream was going to say was obviously going to be instant disliked. And Dream still dunked his ass, addressed every single claim and dunked his ass.
Becoming a meme, right? And Dream's video barely came out like 7 hours ago, okay? Like, this is crazy. I've never seen people be so over a drama in such a short amount of time.
I like it.
Dream says that his next video is going to be a normal manhunt upload. We'll see how that goes. But for the time being, people are already over the drama. And I don't think we'll see a response from Tommy.
The reason why they're over it is because they realize that TommyInnit is a fucking dumbass. Now, if Dream was proven to be the dumbass, they wouldn't be over it. But now they know that their piñata can't be swung at anymore. They say, I'm not having fun anymore. And now they want to go away because they realize once again, TommyInnit is a guy who's blowing some shit up for no fucking reason because he's falling off hard, brother man. Falling off hard.
I don't think it'll go any further unless Dream decides to bring it to the next level somehow. And yeah, congratulations, you're now caught up on the first major drama of 2025, which was really stupid. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video whenever that is. I need a vacation after this. Anyway, yeah, love you. Mwah.
You guys want to know some lore? Do you want to know why Mugen made that video? Because I told him to. And originally, he was hesitant, and then I pushed, and he said, fine, I'll make the fucking video. I will show you that I DM'd him that, and that is all I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you his response whatsoever. There's my DM on Sunday at 5:53 p.m. Please cover the Dream TommyInnit shit. That is the only thing I will be showing you guys. Anyways, yeah, good shit. Great video, and yeah. In the battle of the retards, unfortunately, guys, TommyInnit was the bigger retard. However, I have no desire to communicate with either of those two, just like they probably don't have that desire for me. Anyways, great video, boys. Catch you on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Check out Mugen's video. Peace.